All right, fellow YouTubers and friends of the internet, today this is what we're going to be looking at. This is the Moman MA6 omni-directional lavalier microphone, and it is a budget mic. And yeah, we're going to be doing an unboxing and a review, and I'm going to let you know what I think about this. So roll the intro. All right, so here we go. Let's open this up and let's give a look. Let's give a look. All right, so let's see what's in the box. And I want to say that I have reviewed a Moman Mini tripod and a Moman monopod, and both those products have really surprised me with the quality that you get for the money that you pay. So Moman seems to me as a company that definitely punches above its price weight. And so let's see. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Right off the bat, it comes in a little hard case. You get a little some instruction manuals if you want a little ASMR. Oh yeah. Okay, so gotta say right now you are listening to the Comica WM200 lavalier mic, and that's the one pinned to me right here. And we are going to test it out against this mic here. All right, so also in the bag, you get a little windscreen, which is fantastic. Okay, so and you get a little, I guess a dead cat, or at this size would it be like a dead mouse? All right, so you get a little windscreen and another windscreen. And then here is the mic itself. Here is the little clip that clips to the mic, so we're just going to attach that here right now. The thing with this lavalier mic is that it's completely wired. It's not a wireless lavalier mic. So if we undo this, and you know what, this might make it a little easier for people who are just starting out. So you have this wire here, which connects from this unit, which requires a battery. It unscrews, and I guess that's where the battery goes. We'll get that in there. And that feels nice. That's a metal case right there. That is nice. Everything looks really good so far, but it all comes down to the sound quality in the end. And then here you get a cable, and I don't know how long it is right now, but I will read the instruction manual and I will put it down below so you can get an idea of how long it is. This piece plugs in, the jack plugs into the adapter on your camera for the mic input. Then here is, I guess this is the power bit. And then this piece clips onto your lapel or wherever, clips onto the person and records. So you can get pretty far away from your camera with this. I'm really surprised at the length of this cord. So let's hook this up to this EOS R and we're gonna record. Okay, so here we are, we're testing the lav mic. Busy intersection, we got cars all around, we got some people walking around. Can you hear me? How clear am I? Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Is the mic sound good? Looks like we're not clipping. It's recording at a decent volume. And how do I sound compared to the background? That's the important thing. Does it pick up all the noise or does it just isolate my voice? All right, there we go. Okay, testing. Can you hear me? The lav mic is plugged into the camera. Can you hear the street traffic in the back? Sure, smile. Have a good one. All right, so yeah, this is the Lav Test. Here we are at Yonge and Dundas Square in Toronto. What does it sound like? Am I clear? Can you hear the street traffic? Blah, 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's what the mic sounds like outside. All right, back at the studio, and I just sat in front of Premiere and I listened to that audio, and you know what? Considering the price point of this little thing, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, you know, like this is a super budget friendly lav mic, and you got a nice long cord and you can plug it into your camera and you can record. And right now you're listening to it unedited. This is the mic into camera and right into Premiere Pro. And now I'm going to enhance the sound. So this is what it sounds like with a little enhancement in Premiere Pro. And you can see the difference. Obviously it sounds a little bit better. The one place this mic does struggle is in the basses. So if you're using this and you want to enhance it in your video editor, add a little more bass to it, because it's the trebles are really high and the lows are kind of, they're there, but they're not really bassy, you know? So that's something you can just play around with in your video editing program. But like I said, if you're new to YouTube or new to making videos, this is a great budget-friendly option for you. And I have another channel where I talk about plants. As you can see, there's a lot of plants everywhere. And I watch a lot of plant videos, and a lot of people are doing their plant vlogs, and they're talking about their plants, and they're in echoey rooms, and it sounds like the audio is awful because you just hear echo bouncing off the walls everywhere. So, all right, so now we're recording with the mic, and I just wanted to give you an example of what you sound like with and without the mic, because some people are like, hey, I don't need a mic, whatever, my camera has onboard audio. This is what onboard audio sounds like. So this is what onboard audio sounds like. We disconnected the mic, and what you can hear is a lot of ambient room sounds. I've got a pretty quiet room here, but if there's stuff going on, you would hear it. Plus, you can hear a bit of an echo, you know, and you pick up on the room stuff. And yeah, so this is the advantage of using a mic. You definitely sound a lot clearer and crisper. So if you're making those videos on YouTube talking about plants, for example, and you're walking around your room and all you hear is echo, echo, echo as you're talking, nobody wants to hear that. Using a mic like this definitely helps. One thing I will say, a little learning experience for me is, let's see if we can unscrew this if it turns off. No, it's still recording. Okay, so there's a little battery in here, and when you buy it, you pop the battery in, and there's a little LED or light indicator here, and it didn't turn on, so I thought my battery was dead. I went to go buy another battery, and so you don't make the same mistake I did. This is how it works. When you pop the battery in, the light doesn't turn on. The light only turns on when you plug it into the camera. And then I guess when it's green, it's letting you know that the battery's working and there's sound and everything's going. But there is no actual physical on-off switch on the device. Once the battery's in, it's on, and that's it. How long the battery lasts, I don't know. I don't know how much. It doesn't look like there's a lot of anything in there. It's just pretty basic circuitry. So I don't know how long the battery's going to last, or if you have to pull out the batteries between sessions or anything like that. But we'll see. So far, so good. Pretty happy with it. Build quality. This is feels like aluminum, so it's got a nice hard case. There's a clip on here. So you're going to have this long cable going to the camera. And then this you can clip onto your belt. And then this piece goes from wherever this is clipped to the lav, which is on my chest here. It comes with a foam windscreen, which is pretty good. And what I would suggest to do is, in terms of cable management, if you go to the hardware store and you pick up like one of these little Velcro straps. It's like Velcro on one side and fuzzy on the other side, so it can strap together. So what you would want to do maybe is take your cord, wrap all the excess stuff around your hand, and there's a lot of cord. So if you want to get away from your camera, you certainly can with this. Look at all that wire, and then we can just, there we go. So if you're recording and you want to keep your wires nice and neat, you can do something like that. That would definitely help. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Looks like we have signal. All right, so now we have the lav mic plugged into my PC, and you can also plug this into a Mac as well, and you can record yourself or record your audio for Zoom calls, Skype calls, and right now I'm using OBS to record this. Now, if you pay attention, you'll notice that the audio and the video aren't quite synced up, and that's because I don't have a webcam. I'm using my mirrorless camera, and I'm running that in through a capture card into the computer, into OBS. So the audio is going directly into OBS while the capture card has to process everything and put it into OBS. So there's a little delay in the audio and the video, but we're going to line that up right now. All right, so now we're lined up, and I'm not going to talk about how I did that because this is not an OBS video. This is a lav mic video, but I just wanted to demonstrate what you can do. So yeah, you can use this for Zoom and Skype. And the advantage it has over mics like this is with these mics, when you get closer, you get louder, and when you get further, you get quieter, right? But even with Twitch Gamer, you notice the Twitch gamers, when they get closer to the mic, it's loud and your ears are like, what are you doing? Get away from the mic, right? But with a lavalier mic, no matter how close or far you are from the camera or what direction you turn in, the mic should always be able to pick you up and the sound should be consistent. So that's the advantage to using a mic like this. All right, mic works on the PC. Excellent. Now here's the thing, if you're watching this video and you're interested in this system, chances are you're new to videography, new to making videos. So let me teach you one more thing before I end this video, and that is how to set up your camera to get the best possible audio out of this mic. Because here's the thing, when you first plug your mic into the camera, whether it's this mic or a wireless mic or any other mic, the camera's audio record settings are set to automatic. So what that means is the volume that you're recording at coming to the camera tries to adjust that to like take out the highs and the lows and kind of, move things around. So if you're in a really noisy place, like on a street, for example, it'll lower your voice to lower the overall volume of the mic. So you might sound too quiet. And if you're in a quiet place, it'll bring it up so you sound too loud. And so what you want to do is you want to go into your camera settings and change that setting from automatic to manual. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. I'm going to pop onto my camera, which is an EOS R5. Now here's the thing, if you're using a Fuji or a Nikon or a Sony or any other brand, usually these cameras will have an audio section in the menu where you can go and adjust the audio settings. So whatever brand you're using, go find your audio section and change your audio from automatic to manual. And I'll show you right now what you have to do to change that. All right, so here we are. I am now recording audio on the camera I'm filming with. I'm showing the menu on this camera here, which I'm not filming with, so the audio levels are going to be a little off. So here we go. When you go into your sound recording settings, you will be able to adjust your record volume, and you should have a meter like this, which shows your decibels. And we have 0 decibels, and if the volume here goes above 0 decibels, you're going to clip, and you don't want that. And here we have minus 12. It only says 12, it should say minus 12, and then we have minus 40 dB, right? So what you want is when you talk, you want your audio levels to sort of hit 12 and maybe go a little bit over. You want to keep them around minus 6, which is right between 12 and 0. So if you get somewhere between minus 12 and minus 6, you're perfect. So what you want to do is you click on your record level, and then you can adjust your record level, and you can see as I'm talking, see the mic's not plugged into this camera. Okay, there we go. So now when I'm talking, you can see it's just hitting over minus 12, and it should sound a lot better now when I record. Whereas before, if I'm recording down here and you can see that the volume isn't even getting to minus 12, it's going to sound really quiet when I record. And that's an advantage, I guess, if you're shooting in a really noisy place, and then you can bump up the sound quality or the volume of the sound in post. But that's a more advanced technique. This is just a basic technique on how to set up the microphone. So you want to keep it between minus 12 and minus 6 dB in your audio settings in manual on your camera. And if you want to watch a tutorial on this that's a little more in depth, I know this one was super quick, but I have a video specifically about this topic and how to set up your camera to work with these lav mics. So if you want to watch that, link will be in the description. All right, so this little lavalier microphone is pretty versatile. Demonstrated how it goes or plugs into a camera, how it plugs into the computer. You can use it for OBS, you can use it for Skype, you can use it for Zoom, but you can also plug this thing into an action camera or cameras of that type. You can also plug it into a recorder, and with the preamps in the recorder, you probably get even better sounding audio. So you can plug it into a lot of things. It's plug and play, it's pretty versatile. We showed you how it plugs into a phone as well. So if you want to start making little films with your phone, this is good for you. And who's it for? At this price point, it's definitely aimed towards people who are just getting into videography. So if you're a beginner, if you're just getting your first camera, or you want to start filming on your phone, you want better quality audio for your phone meetings, I think that's definitely who this is for, you know? So yeah, if you're interested in that, pick it up. And overall, I'm pretty happy with it. At this price point, the audio quality is fantastic. You got the nice metal housing, so if you drop it, you ding it up, it should last. It's not one of those cheapo things that if you drop it, it cracks, it breaks, and it's over. It should last you a good few years at least. All right, and this concludes the review of this mic. If you want to check it out, links will be in the description. If you want to follow me on social media, here's my Twitter and my Instagram. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. We'll be doing a lot more reviews on tech and gear and mics and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.